sometimes people just look and look and look and assume that they have to find someone that meets their criteria, but in fact, that person themselves may have some things that they need to work on to prepare for this. And one of the things that comes up, and it's probably a sensitive area, but the whole area of temperance, not only in terms of chastity, that would be more for men, but also in the terms of eating, of moderating the appetite for food and drink. That's extremely important to prepare for marriage. And we know, people are affected by what they see, and that really, your physical appearance hopefully doesn't have that much effect on things after 6 months or a year or 5 years or whatever. But the first 10 minutes, it's extremely important. And so if you want to open yourself up to more people and to being welcomed by more people, you want to look good. And you want to be able to exercise temperance with regard to your appetites. And some people just, disconnect that. But, it is possible to convert the heart in terms of all the appetites. I wrote a book on achieving chastity in a pornographic world about how to convert the heart with regard to impure activity or impure pictures or whatever. But the same thing applies to being attracted to food or to drink, is that you remind yourself, this is from Aristotle and Thomas Aquinas, you remind yourself over and over again the reasons why you shouldn't eat so much, or why you shouldn't drink so much, or why you shouldn't spend so much time on the computer or whatever. And you read those reasons over and over again, and if it works for chastity, and it has been working for a lot of men, that they're doing much better because they've been reading these lists that we put together for them, why I should be chaste. And if it can work for them, it can work for these other appetites, which are not quite as strong as the sexual appetite. So that would be one area. It would be to be able to live the virtue of temperance. Also, one of the things that I've been thinking about in terms of part of holiness is to work on good manners. And I especially advise men to work on this that are having trouble getting women to be interested in them, because if a man may not have all the qualities that a man might have, but if he's polite, if he's gracious, if he really works at being thoughtful, that's extremely attractive to a woman. Women tend to be naturally polite, but if a woman is not polite, she needs to work on that. But women tend to be naturally polite. And I look at my own life, and I have to work at that. But as Christians, we should be very polite, very great. We should smile at people. A lot of people, they put their head down or whatever, and that's not attractive. So we need to be able to smile to everyone, not just the person we might be interested in dating, but to be able to smile and have the habit of being gracious and showing that on our face, and all the things that go as part of politeness and good manners. That's extremely important, especially for some of our men that are just living at the natural level, and the natural man is not what he could be sometimes. Women tend to be very good at civilizing men, and if we listen to them, we can grow in civilization, in our own civilization. In fact, Pius XII and Pope Bishop Sheen both said that the level of civilization of any culture is determined primarily by the women. So if the men can kind of learn to be at least as polite as the women, I think things could be very good for those men.